He's only because I told him jokes and he likes me that he gave me this one. He didn't have to do that.
Yeah, see, that's why. I guess the black in me's like, free? I don't have to put miles on my car?
Yeah, and that's why I don't really mind. And yeah, he's gonna do a good job. And I know they do a good job. It's Excellence Collision Center in Canoga Park,
Okay.
and they did a very good job last time. The last time we had an accident, beautiful job, and
That's funny. When you said beautiful job, you reminded me of Trump.
I didn't think of Trump when I said beautiful.
No, I did.
He doesn't say beautiful job. He says beautiful.
Well, he'll be
The
like,
letter was beautiful.
yeah, that dog, such a beautiful dog.
Beautiful. Bill is big and beautiful. Old guy. Leave him alone. Just
I don't have any problem. It's just funny. Such a beautiful army. Such a beautiful army.
Yeah. The thing about him is he's not going to, we don't want to talk politics because with Chris Charming, the last episode, we're talking politics only because I had to mention a friend of mine who happens to be black who doesn't want to be my friend anymore because I voted the wrong way in the election. So that I know, but it was a whole funny part that I got to. It was good, right? It was funny. So the only reason I mentioned politics last episode was because I wanted to get to my friend Jay. I don't want to say James if he watches it. Like, what the fuck? You're saying my name.
It's okay. James is probably the most whitest name in the world.
No,
anyway.
he's a black guy.
Yeah, but your name's James.
But I still
It's not like his name's Tyrone.
I don't want him to be offended. But why? You didn't ask me permission to use my first name, so I said Jay. But it came off good because I talked about my ex-business partner, and did it have a gay vibe when I said he's my African king? I introduced Jay to my African king.
Whoa.
But did you like it when I said I was tingling all over when he met my African king? It was. I wanted it to be. No, I planned it like that.
Blame it on the
Wait a
beta
minute.
out of line.
You don't realize I planned the whole thing. It was all created that way.
Persian master.
Not for you to enjoy, for everyone to get that. It didn't come off like, well, you didn't know I created that beforehand, right? Of course not. Nobody knows. I could have created it 5 months ago.
Also, we were rolling. So.
Oh, we're rolling this whole time?
Yeah.
It's a good.
I knew we were rolling.
It's a good thing I didn't say anything like, yes, I want to cheat on my wife so badly. Oh my God. No, I didn't say anything bad. But we're rolling, so welcome to Pick a Topic again. Lady Prowler is back. Cool Cat T.
How you guys doing today? How you doing?
I told my kids, they're very sensitive. I told them, Cool Cat T is coming to the house. They said, Dad, Cool Cat T, he sounds poor. I said, look, he's a wonderful young man. Don't worry. I'll keep an eye on him.
I won't steal anything but your ladies.
You know what? What kind of lady is your first topic? Got to go to women, right? It's the best topic of all. What's your favorite kind of... Is my level really low? Can you raise it? It's low?
No, I'll raise it.
Okay, please. What's your favorite type of woman? Don't say any woman.
My favorite type of woman? One that listens to me. Duh.
I thought you were going to say one with a nice body.
Bodies fade.
Yeah, but you want, like, if you like chubby, you like to grab them when you're fucking
I mean, you can feed them. If they're skinny, you can feed them. I want one that listens. I want one that likes me for me. It's a lot harder to be happy with somebody when you're sitting there the whole time trying to convince them to like you.
Forget about personality and if they like you. You know what's important is, look, if they're skinny, that means you can potentially fuck standing up. I haven't done that one yet. My girl's a big girl. That's on the bucket list, right? Whenever I see a girl and she's tall and really thin, the first thing I think of is fuck standing up.
You've never done it before, huh?
Not standing up.
It ain't all that it's cracked up to be.
No, but the pornos, it looks so amazing. It arouses me like crazy.
Pornos are fake.
If I ever have to pick up the kids, I'm masturbating. I'm like, I got 5 minutes, so I'm going to be super late. I got to finish this up. I just go to a porno where the girl and the guy, they're standing up. And they're facing each other standing up. I'm like, oh my God, that's That's not the guy's not even coming from the back. He's coming from the front, standing up. He's like talking to her, looking at her. Do you have like do you know what date we're going to go out tonight? Are we going to the movies? And he's fucking her standing up, and they're face to face, vertical.
It's
I didn't
not
think
all-
that was
it's-
possible.
It's not all that it's cracked up to be, man.
So you've done it.
I plead the fifth.
Okay, so do you want to know what my favorite woman of all is?
Tell me.
You're probably thinking I want someone who's really pretty, but the truth is, my favorite woman, like back in the day when I used to go to the club. Are you sure my level is up? They had you know how when women, they're having sex, they're groaning and moaning and they have that expression on their face like they're getting fucked? Well, I like women who are walking around at the club. I would see them at a club. They might be even ugly. They're not even good looking. They're sexy. They got a short skirt on, heels, but they got that fuck face. As they're walking around, it's like a permanent fuck face. As they're walking around, they look like they're getting fucked. As they're walking around, they have a fuck face, like they're moaning and groaning and having sex, but they're just walking around. They have a fuck face. And I'm like, oh my God, that's the biggest turn on, a girl with a fuck face. That's what I want. You can't introduce a fuck face girl to your mom. Mom, this is, you can't do that, right? Because my mom was a Persian mom. And a Persian mom, look, I would bring a girl, Mom, this is Diana. She's in the 3rd year of medical school. You brought me another hoe? This is another? No, Mom, she's not a hoe. She's a 3rd year medical student. She's got a beautiful 9-year-old daughter. 9-year-old daughter? That means she's been fucking for 10 years. Like, that's how my mom would think, you know? I'm like, no, Mom, get this hoe out of my house. I'm like, look, your daughter also has been fucking... Don't talk about your sister that way. And actually, she gave a guy her social security number to open an apartment in Van Nuys because he couldn't even get a single apartment in Van Nuys. Yes, and then my sister ended up like upgrading to a Middle Eastern guy, and she bought him a house. She went from a guy giving a social security number to a guy to open an apartment, and my wife is going to be like, why are you talking shit about your sister? She's going to watch your show and not like it. And she ended up giving, Middle Eastern guy didn't want like a car, a cosigner for a vehicle. He wanted a motherfucking house on the hill.
Hey, he's smart, man.
That motherfucker has a view of the sun going down and all shit. He's on top of the hill right now using her credit and all that. And he's not even with her anymore. And she was older, my sister, and she wanted to have a kid. She never had a kid before because no one can stand her. No one would want to have a kid with her. So finally, because everyone used her, as you see, so I was describing. So this guy, after she got him a house, because he's divorced, he's a loser with 3 kids, 3 grown kids. That's not why he's a loser. He's a loser because, you know, his wife divorced him and all that. That doesn't make a person a loser, but I just obviously, this is why. Because after all that, ready? Good thing you're sitting. When she wanted to have a kid, he didn't even want to have a kid with my sister. He didn't even want to give his shit to like in the laboratory where you can make a kid with his stuff. He didn't want to do it at all. So after all that, you know, if a woman wants to buy me a house on the hill, I'll give her twins, triplets, quadruplets, whatever she wants. I'll serve her breakfast in bed for a week, whatever. He didn't even want to have... That's insulting, right?
Or says something about your sister.
That she was just so desperate. Well, now she has a kid. I guess the father is unknown, but
Congratulations.
thank you. I haven't met the kid.
How old's the kid?
I'm not sure. Maybe he's 2.
So you don't have that good of a relationship with your sister.
Not at all. Not at all.
That's unfortunate. You said she's older.
Well, unfortunate for the kid because he doesn't get an uncle like me. Imagine if I was your uncle.
The funkle, huh?
Yeah, all the shit I would get you, all the jokes, you would become funny. Because my kids are funny. Where'd they get that? Definitely not from their mom. They're getting their funny from me. All the sense of humor. That's why my 17-year-old, who's very, very smart, very, very talented, he gets the best looking girls. Why? Because the kids in high school, other than the jocks, the kids don't know, the boys don't know how to talk. But he's heard me talk over time with jokes and sense of humor. The girls love that shit. So he's getting girls, and the 13-year-old too. The way he's picking up girls, cream, blonde hair, blue eyes, gorgeous girls, because they learned from their daddy how to talk. Imagine this kid.
Silver tongue.
If he had a uncle like me, that's worth potentially millions, equivalent of millions. I mean, he would be a reader. I read to my kids, Dr. Seuss, all that stuff. My kids are readers now. They're amazing. I'm just so happy. I'm just so happy in life. I'm so happy you're here. I'm honored that you're here.
I'm happy to be here, man.
What do you think of the fuckface theory I have? It's so... You've seen him, right, with the fuckface?
My only issue with that is she always in the mood?
No, she just always has that fuck face as she's walking around. They always have that fuck face. Oh my God.
But that would kind of like, it would mess with my psyche a little bit because I don't know if she's in the mood or is she just walking around with that face?
She's walking around. You've seen the girls at the gym. Usually they're like, they could be, mostly they're Hispanic because, you know, Hispanic girls have that natural Spanish fly. You know what Spanish fly is?
That's
No. Spanish Fly, I want to make sure we're on the same page. So Tom Cruise, one of the first, Tom Cruise, you love, his first movie when he was like 16, 17 years old was him and his guy friends in the movie went to Tijuana to get a girl, get a hooker. And his friends were like to Tom in the movie, oh, all these Spanish girls, they have a Spanish fly. What's Spanish fly? It means they're all naturally horny, super horny. That's the Spanish fly.
oh.
Yes. Have you seen that movie? You have to see that
I
movie
think
where
you just
Tom
aged
Cruise
us.
went to Tijuana and the Spanish fly. I always tell my kids, oh, I'm wondering if those moms have Spanish fly. Because like Asian girls, Asian women, the Asian moms, you know, there's a billion of them, right? You know, they have the Asian fly. The Indian women, they pretend like they're, yeah, right. I didn't want to do it, but you feel free. They want to pretend like they're all wholesome. They're fucking too. There's a billion of them. So they all have the version of Spanish fly.
I never thought about that. There is a lot of Indian people. There's a lot of Indian people.
It's the Indian version of Spanish fly. They have it inside of them.
What do you call that though?
The Indian fly?
I don't think it'd be well, maybe.
So I met this orchestra mom, and she was telling me how, she lives right next to the school my kids go to. And I'm like, oh, fuck. After all this trouble, taking my kids to school all these years, and I have to do it for another 4 years, maybe I can go and meet this orchestra mom for a booty call. This is going to be edited out. And that would be so cool, right? So like I drop them off in my head. This is all in my head. I would drop them off at school, booty call with this Asian woman. And that would be fair. After all the trouble I've gone through taking my kids to school, if it wasn't for me, they wouldn't be going to that school. Because, you know, it wasn't my wife's idea to enroll them all the way over there, which changed their life for the better by far. She was going to put them in school here. Like if I was dead or never existed, they would have went to school out here, where like 50% of the kids can't speak English and don't speak English. My kids would not thrive and prosper. So it's all me. So that would have been the orchestra mom. That would have been fair if I got her. But she didn't want me.
Why not?
I think she wanted... Have you ever been with like a woman? Probably not, because you're a stud. But have you ever been with a woman who's trying... No, I don't think so. But like she's trying to get shit from you.
Get shit from me?
Get shit from you. And she wants to put in your mind that she's going to fuck you just so she can get shit from you. So you're thinking, oh shit, I'm like, now I'm, how do you say, now I'm sprung. I'm going to get some from her. So you give her shit and she never gives you what you want because that's the game. If she gives you what you want, then you're not going to keep giving her shit. I'm like, yeah, I know this game from when I was like 15 years old. Like, look at me. I don't look like a baby, right?
I was going to say, it sounds like when you go to the strip club.
Yeah, but a lot of women do that. But I'm like, yeah, you're not 17 or 27 even. Like, I already know that game, and I'm not going to give you shit. So I think that's what it was. So she wanted me to help her because she knew I had the gift of gab, and she wanted me to help her promote her new business. So in the beginning, I was doing that. And I was simply putting reviews for her. But in my writing style that nobody else can do, I was writing shit like, her business is like the Disneyland of Delight. Oh, who writes Disneyland of Delight? Shit like that. So I was putting shit that was getting 100 views a day per review. And I put like 9 reviews. I took all that shit down. So that was getting thousands of views, all these reviews, because people read that. And why was it getting 100 views per review? Because it was very unique, my writing style and the comedy I put in it and all that stuff. I was like, this is like a heavenly this and that. I was putting shit that was extraordinary writing. So she was getting 100 views per review, and I put like nine of them since I took it down. And I'm like, you know what? I want to let you know. You know how I talk to everyone? Everyone gets to know me. Everyone loves me and all that. I joke around with people, tell them jokes. It's a very powerful tool. The general manager of Costco across the street from her business, yeah, that's my really good friend. So all I have to do is, I held that card because I wasn't going to fucking give her Costco. That's millions of dollars. I was not just going to give her Costco, So she never got Costco. She could have had Costco. There's a car wash also across the street from her next to the Costco. And that would have been big, big, big business for her. But I didn't give her any of that shit. I just gave her reviews that I later took down, which was enough. There was an Indian restaurant across from her. And it so happens that Indian restaurant is the biggest Indian restaurant in town. And that guy is one of 3 or 4 brothers. They all have Indian restaurants around town. And I put reviews for them, and I always tell them jokes over the years. They've gotten to know me well. They are my good friends, the owners of the Indian restaurants. So I did tell her, you know what I'm going to do for you? I went over and walked over like 100 feet to his restaurant. And I said, you're going to put her business cards in your front. I didn't even ask him. I said, it's going to go right here in your lobby, and just keep it there. When I come back, I want to see it there. And he was like, oh, yeah, no problem. And he put it. So I hooked her up big because he's getting a lot of the white people who go in the Indian restaurant because it's very expensive. The white people are spending on that food, You don't have like a lot of blacks in there, right? Because they're usually not spending too much money.
I love Indian food.
But you're rare. You're not the average black person.
Am I?
I don't think you're not the average. You're a very rare.
Thank you.
Very, very extraordinary person.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm not
very
saying
much.
that because I'm afraid you're going to beat me up if I say something bad. Because I really do feel that way. You've actually become one of the better guests we've had on.
Thank you.
To be honest with you, off the record, I didn't think you were going to be such a good guest.
You know why?
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 I do know why.
No, why?
You're asking me why.
No, do you remember that day?
Oh, that's right. I thought you were going to make jokes.
No.
And I'm like, please don't make jokes. Leave that to me. Remember I told you just be yourself?
Remember I told you too, I was like, I'm not funny. I'm just funny looking. I don't try to make jokes.
I don't remember that, but I thought you were going to try to make jokes. And I'm like, oh no, this is not going to go well. And it wasn't only that. It was also because I didn't know if our personalities would click, which I see now. It's amazing the way we're doing shows. But I wasn't sure. So I was worried a little bit, but after the first show was so great, we had to have you back on. And Chris Debonair was fantastic. Yes, but he's a little more mellow because he's a little more mature. And he was still laughing a lot, like everyone does, rich, poor, CEOs, janitors, people with his education. He's got like 5 degrees.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, masters and shit. And people with no education, 3rd grade education, dropped out, 2nd grade. Everyone's laughing at my shit. So I knew I was going to make him laugh and we have a good time, but I didn't know how it was going to go. Like, he already knows my shit from the gym. I talk about coochie and all that. So he's already laughing. He's receptive to me, but I didn't know how far I can go. Should I should I ask him, has he paid his taxes? Does he know a good accountant? Does he know a lot of good ways to cheat? But make them look legit deductions. And I even told him during the show, I bet you I can know you for 50 years and you'll never tell me shit about your real life because you don't trust me. And he's like, I do trust. I'm like, I wouldn't trust me if I was me because I talk a lot. You don't trust me to tell me your real shit. I had a Nigerian attorney friend and he had brothers. I know they were doing shit. They were buying cars and taking them to Nigeria to sell. I don't know if they were stealing the cars and taking. I don't know. All I know is they were getting BMW X5s, all kinds of good shit.
That's messed up because they're Nigerian, they're scammers.
No, I know this for a fact that my Nigerian friend, we'd go to the strip club, we'd go eat. He's been to my house, I've been to his, for years. Not anymore. We're kind of like not friends anymore because I want to I'm like always calling him, sue this motherfucker, sue this one. He's like, man, it's really hard to be your friend. You want me to sue everyone? So because of that, we're like, not really friends like before. That's why I'm talking shit now. But no, my point is that all the shit that he really does, he's never going to tell me. He doesn't trust me. But I know he's doing shit because when someone tells you, I'm all about Jesus and I do everything straight and I do everything it's bullshit. I know it is. It's like someone telling you, I never watch TV. I have no time. I'm never turning on the TV. Bullshit. We know you.
Maybe because I grew up Christian, there are some people who really they read that book and I don't want to say brainwashed, but they follow it word for word, line for line. They don't drink, they don't smoke, they go to sleep at 9 o'clock, they don't say any bad words.
You really think so?
I know people like that.
But I really respect people like the guy, this Nigerian guy at the gym I just met. He told me to do some more swimming to lose the last 13 pounds. That's not coming up. The air conditioning is not so good. So I respected him. I just met him yesterday. I'm like, I'm running 5K. I got to lose the last 14 pounds. I hate the way it looks. I lost 200. I got to lose that last 14. And he's telling me, take up swimming. And he told me he's 56. He's a Nigerian guy. He looks 40. He's like 8%, 7%. And he said, you got to put swimming into it. And I said, you know what? I will. Starting today, actually. I just met him. And he said, I smoke 20 blunts a day. I'm like, you know what? I respect that.
20 blunts a day is
That's
a
what
lot.
he said.
That's a lot.
I respect that because you know what? There are people who smoke who say, no, I've never smoked, or I don't do this, I don't do that. And I respect that. He's like, yeah, I smoke a lot. I'm like, wow.
That's a lot.
So I told him, so he's Nigerian, he had the accent. So I told him, you know what? I really like you. I'm going to buy you trees next time, but not the tree with the jaguar. It was confusing for him. I know that joke wasn't that good.
No, it was. I just didn't want to spit my drink out. I had to hold that one in.
So, yeah, I meet a lot of nice people at the gym. I meet a lot of Persians, older Persians. I don't know how they're going to the jacuzzi because, now I'm nursing my hip injury because of the Griffith Park was uneven ground and it really fucked me up the first mile. It really messed up my hip. So I'm nursing it every day, putting heat pads on, jacuzzi every day, twice a day. I don't know how these 80-year-old Persians are getting in the jacuzzi for half an hour. I would have a heart attack. So they're in there and they're older. Everyone talks to me and likes me. And, I talk to everyone. I love everyone. But they're telling me how their family in Iran, they're really suffering out there.
Oh, right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big time. So these older Persian people, I think they're only in the jacuzzi half an hour because they want to be close to me and talk to me. Because I'm really engaging with them, telling them about stuff. And they're telling me about their families and how their families are really suffering out there. And the inflation, everything's super expensive. So what do you do if you want to hook her? You gotta tell her like a wimpy, remember? I'll pay you today I'll fuck you today for a real next Thursday, next Tuesday. What was Wimpy? Remember Wimpy? Popeye. Remember Popeye? Wimpy was like he always wanted a hamburger, but he didn't have the money. He was a loser. So he would say, I would gladly pay you a hamburger today. I would gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today.
Oh, Popeye's a little bit older than my time. I just remember him eating spinach.
Are you talking about the cartoon one or the Robin Williams one? The actual movie with Robin Williams.
Robin Williams movie?
He did Popeye. He was Popeye.
No.
You didn't know that?
Not off the top of my head.
Robin Williams did Popeye. He was Popeye, and he was good.
Robin Williams was Popeye.
He did the movie Popeye.
Recently?
No, like back in the 70s, late 70s.
Yeah, see, that's before my time.
But don't you go on YouTube and look up Robin Williams, and that's one of his movies. He's got a pipe. He looks just like Popeye.
I like Robin Williams, but I don't think I've seen his old stand-up. I've seen reruns of Mork and Mindy.
Yes. And my kids don't know Mork and Mindy.
That's before our times.
But I study comedy my whole life, and I study film.
Uh-huh.
Like Jonathan Winters, the original is a old school comic that a lot of comics they use for TV shows over a history of time. Tom Hanks was a comic who ended up doing movies. They take comics because comics memorize their material.
Uh-huh.
So the idea is they can memorize a script and do the show. And comedy is very close as a cousin of drama. So they think, well, if this comic is really good, can memorize his material for the stage, they can memorize material for the show or movie. That's over history. They took comics that are well known and have made it established into movies. So Tom Hanks was a comic who went into movies. Jonathan Winters was a comic that did, like, remember, he was like really old. He was just born. He was from another planet with Mork, from Mork and Mindy.
I don't remember the
He came
show
from
that well.
he came from an egg. He was like 80 years old. He was just born old, and reversed. I think Benjamin Buttons with Brad Pitt
Okay.
took that from the John. They bit that. You like that? You didn't think I knew bit. They bit that from the Jonathan Winters, Notorious B.I.G.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking love that man. Can you imagine how young they died? These rappers.
You're still blowing my mind about Tom Hanks being a comedian.
Yeah.
I didn't know that either.
Oh yeah. So
Great
he was,
actor.
so he was a comic with another comic, and they both went on a show called Bosom Buddies. Is not picking it up. You're good. So Bosom Buddies was the show that made Tom Hanks, and from Bosom Buddies he went on to movies. He went real big after Bosom Buddies. But look, so everything in life is luck and fate and a crapshoot. His partner, who was a comic, who was his co-star on Robin Williams, I had a brain freeze. He was on Bosom Buddies back in the late 70s, early 80s. He went nowhere. And he was equal to Tom Hanks. Equal. But he didn't go to any movies. He did nothing after Bosom Buddies. And Tom Hanks, I don't know if he sucked dick. I don't know what he did. I don't know. He must have done something. Oh, it's possible. If someone told me I'm going to do movies, I would suck dick to be in a big movie.
You want to succeed?
I would not want to suck the dick. But to be in a big movie, I would suck the dick.
I don't know if I could do it.
Look, you see these weather women on TV? How phenomenal they look. Channel 2, Channel 4. You know how they look so fine. You know they're fucking the producer to be on.
Probably.
You know they are. As soon as you see them, you know they're fucking.
But I don't know if I could do it. I get it if, like, no offense to you or whoever wants to.
I would not. No, I would not want
Not
to.
want
I can't
to,
even
but-
put a suppository. My wife, because look, when she puts a suppository in my, it's okay, right, John? I can talk about this. So when she puts a suppository in my butt once or twice a year, my hemorrhoids get so bad, I have no choice. So my butt is in the air. I'm getting ready for her to put the suppository, this little thing, but I feel like dying when it goes in because it's just so bad. And when butt's in the air, I'm completely vulnerable. She could do anything to me, right? It's the worst feeling. So these weather girls, there's a black lady and a white girl. There's a couple of Hispanic ones. You know they're fucking the producers. Why would they hire them? Because they're fucking.
Probably. I wouldn't put it past them.
For sure. If you are the producer and you can put her on and you've been married for, let's say, 21 years and 3 months and 2 days. I just threw it out there.
When's your anniversary?
I'm not gonna. That's me. Yeah, that's the joke. And then, okay, so you're the producer. You have the control, and this girl wants to get on. And you wouldn't say, "Hey, honey, come to my office, sit on my lap." If she would get the job, she's not getting the job. You know, you're fired. You're gonna go to jail. But she's gonna get the job if she does it. You would do it if you were the producer. You would do it. Come on.
Yeah, but that's kind of sleazy.
I know, but you're looking at her. She's right there. She's within arm reach, 3 feet away.
But, like, I don't have enough game. I don't have enough swagger. I don't have enough player mentality to just get her. I got to use my power.
That's true. So we're not talking about you. We're talking about some producer who's like a bald-headed,
Oh, we know.
white guy with glasses, nerdy looking. He's not going to be able to have what you have. He doesn't have what you have. Look how you look. You look great.
Thank you.
I'm trying to get down to your 8%.
Body dysmorphia sucks, though, man.
Why?
Because how you say, oh, I'm trying to lose my last
Yeah,
14
yeah.
pounds. I
Yeah.
feel like I got 14 pounds I could lose, too.
What?
here. That's why it's body dysmorphia.
So when you took a picture with me at the end of the last podcast,
Uh huh.
man, I looked like 5 times bigger than you here. I have so much more. I'm about 16% body fat. I just can't live like that. I gotta keep going down. But the thing is, at night I need to take a Xanax to knock me out till the next morning. Because if I'm watching TV with my wife, it's a wrap. You know, I'm hitting that food every time.
But why don't you hit like high volume, low calorie foods?
I have all day long. All day long I'm
watermelon,
doing that. All,
cucumbers.
all day long.
That way it's.
I'm good in the day.
No, but even at night,
Oh.
when it's nighttime, you get it's high volume, low calorie, so it feels like you're eating a lot, but it's not adding to you. Watermelon's a great one.
The problem
Cucumbers
is
are a great
my
one.
kids have the mac and cheese, and it's so right there. It's like calling out for me. It's right there on the
but
stove.
Fuck that food.
I know the chicken Alfredo. It's just sitting there, and when my wife says you want some, I'm like, oh fuck! Why does she offer me? You know, because it's like
Self control.
I have none.
Why not? It's easier to lose those 14 pounds around the stomach when you just use a little bit of self control.
I'm glad none of these young ladies at the gym are like, hey, you want to come my way? Because I'd have no self-control.
You'd be like a little rabbit, huh? Just
Yeah. Like how I am with my wife. She comes home for a booty call. She works down the street. Yeah. And I tell her, none of these girlfriends you have at work, none of them have this during lunchtime. None of them. How do you go back to work? Aren't you tired right now?
maybe she's got no self control either. She just lays it out on you.
Well, that's good. But yeah, well, no, because now I'm bigger than ever. So she's loving it.
Yeah, every inch you lose around the waist, you gain an inch in the pants, right?
So wait, if I lose when I lose the last 13 pounds, I'm going to be 9 inches? I'm going to have to leave her for sure.
No, I think you should stay with her. You get lunch sex.
I know, but it gets kind of like, it's,
Steak every day is not good.
yeah, that's why at 9 inches, I'm going to be a stud. I'm going to be walking around with no shirt everywhere I go. I'll walk into church with no shirt on. Now,
You go to church?
I used to, because this girl dumped me years ago, and she used to go to church. So I went back to church because I was so desperate to get her back. I went back to the church she used to go to when she was a kid, just so I can be like, oh my God, she was here when she was a kid. She was so cute. She doesn't want me anymore. So I even took like the communion shit. I shouldn't call it shit. But is the body of Christ. I took the body of Christ, thinking that if I pray while it goes in my mouth, that I will get this girl back. I was so desperate to get her back. She was so cute with 2 dimples and all that. She was fine as fuck. So while this is right after I broke up with her, I was so sad and so miserable. So as the priest or whatever he was giving me the body of Christ in my mouth, he looked so sympathetic to me because I must have looked like I was really suffering and pain. And he looked at me, and I guess you have to fall back. Can't fucking fall back. I was like 400 pounds. Who's going to catch me? So I kind of tipped back like I was going to fall. But they give you that blood, not the blood, the wine, and they give you the cracker, which is the body of Christ. And I took it. So I went there for a few times. It didn't work. I never got back with her. It's a good thing I didn't. I think now she's like 400 pounds.
See?
Yeah, horrible.
Never go back in the past, man.
It's just good to have it in my mind, the way she looked in a short skirt, high heels. She was so fucking fine.
You know what's crazy, man? So, most people that were really cool in high school, they look like shit now. I was a nerdy, glasses wearing, short, chubby kid, and I look at everybody I grew up with, they look like shit.
And you look great.
I look like I'm still 20, and I think that's amazing.
It is. So that reminds me of my kid's art teacher in high school. He's finishing up AP art for 4 years. The art teacher was my girlfriend 30 years ago.
Oh, wow.
So now they have their art show next week. And I'm going to be, I was hoping to be in my size 30 pants, which I'm hoping to be there by Tuesday. It's any pound, and 2 more pounds now, any day. But if not, I want to go there with my tank top and be like, look how much better I look than you. Because 30 years have treated you so badly. You've been smoking and drinking a lot. Because back in the day, when you were late 20s, you'd drink and smoke all day long, and you're still fine as fuck. But now, 30 years later, time has not been good to you. And look at me. 30 years later, look at my arms, look at me in my tank top. I wasn't sure if I was going to go there in my suit and my tie, because back then I had a job selling cars. I would always show up at her house. She had her own place because she's already art teacher. She already had her own condo. I would like have a suit on. I just came from selling Mercedes at the time, and she'd be like in her robe. She'd get out the shower. I know, and she used to put baby powder down there. I don't know why she did that. It's the only girl who ever put baby powder that I know of.
You never been with a black girl?
I have, but I've never seen the baby powder.
It's common for people of
Yeah,
color.
But she's Hispanic.
Same. It keeps
All the
that-
Hispanic girls I know, nobody put baby powder.
Maybe you just didn't notice because after a while, it's like when we were talking about the movie makeup.
Yeah,
It's just enough powder to keep it dry, so it's not chafing and.
but she
super
doesn't want it
moist down.
dry. It's about to get wet. I just don't get that.
It was already.
But she didn't even want me. I was a stud because I was
Uh-huh.
like 27. I looked good. I mean, I was still chubby, but in my suit, I looked really good. She didn't even want me to take my suit. This is the art teacher. Don't take the suit off. Fuck me the way you are now with your tie and your suit on with your jacket. So I would get her baby powder all over my dress pants. I remember that. And so 30 years later, I'm like, I look so much better than her. I want to show her how life has been treating me well, and I'm doing better than her. So I'm going to go back to the art show. I'm telling my kid, so you did your art projects. You're going to have your art in her classroom so I can go back and have a reason to go back and see your stuff. He's like, no, Dad, I did my portfolio, my AP art. I'm good with that. But I don't have any art that I'm showing on exhibit in her room. I'm like, what the fuck? Why am I going to go back? I'm going to go back for what reason? You don't have any of your art. Oh, because we want to look at your fellow classmates. Or we're wondering, did he put any of his art? He said he did some drawings. I just want her to see me. Maybe I'll go 2 days. One in my tank top, one in a dress shirt, maybe with a tie, and then like in front of her, like I'll take the tie off. Like you know how girls like it when you stretch your neck, tie off, and take it off and just throw it, or not like the Clark Kent, put the tie over my shoulder. Girls like that shit.
With the clip-on tie.
No, real ties. I have Italian ties. How do you know me? Yeah, well, I'm not a baller, but I got some Italian ties.
Nice.
I'm not going to tell you if they're stolen or not.
They're
but
stolen. It's okay. You have too many black friends for it not to be stolen.
Look, so my dream of all dreams is I've had a lot of black friends who I've loved, who I still love, will always love. Chris I love because he's been super supportive of my weight loss over the last 2 years I've known him from Crunch. So I love him for that. But I've always wanted a black man to be like, man, Tony, you're incredible. Like when my black friends get high, they're like, Tony, you're next level. I love you. But they don't say I love you when they're not high. That's acceptable for me. That's fine. They could be drunk or they don't have to be sober to say they love me. I know they really do. It's just when they're like that, it's easier for their real feelings to come out. But I've always wanted a black man to be like, Tony, man, you're so incredible. You're my N-word. I've always wanted, but not because I'm telling you or suggesting to you, because you really want to call me that.
It's
Okay,
funny you say
and you don't have
that
to say it now because obviously it's because I'm saying it.
because you said N-word. And a lot of people, they don't understand that there's really a past for that. And it's not because it's cool to say it or it's not cool to say
Not
it. It's
cool.
just that word has a very strong racial background to it.
Right.
And it's something that older black men, they don't want to hear you say it at all.
You mean like 50 and up or older?
I mean, 40 and up sometimes, depending on where you live. I have friends that are younger than me,
Uh-huh.
and they don't like it when anybody says it. Like,
Not
it's
even
just-
black people.
No, but I mean,
Anyone else?
Yeah, like the songs they have.
Well,
they have,
I agree with that.
They have rappers saying it now. It's just
You mean not black rappers,
Yeah.
non-black?
yeah, Hispanic rappers they use.
Oh, I
the
didn't know
word.
that.
Oh,
Really?
Oh yeah, a lot of them.
I didn't
It's
know
just
that.
it's almost like, you know how you said bit. Like
Copy.
it's almost like that's pop culture to say. So when you say it, it's because I'm cool. I like to listen to rap, so I'm gonna say the N word.
You mean? Oh, but bit is because first of all, I'm being funny when I'm trying to say
Well,
bit.
no, I mean like the
The
slang, the popular slang of the time.
But the N-word's not funny.
but it's the popular slang of the time. There's rappers that have even said, "Oh, I don't care who says it. It's okay if everybody says it."
Black rappers who say that.
Yeah.
The only non-black rapper I love, not because I don't know what he says. I don't think he says that, but he's like, "I'm not a killer, but don't push me." You know who I'm talking about?
Revenge is the sweetest joy next to getting pussy.
No, that's Tupac.
Yeah, but that's.
No, the one recent. He's a young guy. He's like, "I'm not a killer, but don't push me."
Are you talking about?
Love that. I love that.
I think you're talking about. Why can't I think of his name?
He's good. Do you know his name?
It's
Jochi?
Dochi.
Dochi?
Oh.
No, are you sure?
Right.
I'm not sure. I was thinking of not Macklemore, but the other guy.
Name him. Because Dochi, I think, took it from the guy I'm thinking about.
Is it I'm completely drawing.
He's
a
good.
blank.
He's really good. I don't think he says the N-word. He's Hispanic, I think. White or Hispanic. But he's got a lot of good songs.
Man, I don't know. I can't think of his name.
I'm surprised that the producers and people who work with them allow them to say the N-word.
All the producers are Jewish. They know what it is.
Why do they allow that?
If you
the guy's not black.
You know what's even funnier is if you listen to some of these black songs with black rappers, they use the hard R. They don't
R?
even say it with an A. They use the hard R, and it's like, that's strange.
I've never heard it used that way, except from like a plantation guy, who owned slaves.
It's because you wouldn't catch it. It's just in the song. The N word.
Does it even sound good?
You can't tell the difference unless you're really keen
okay.
into the words. And most people, they're not keen into the words. They're just rapping along or
Yeah.
bobbing their head to the beat.
Yeah.
So it's like, wait, why'd you say that with the R, not an A?
Well, I don't listen really to the young rappers at all. I listen to the Notorious B.I.G., Tupac, the older ones, Outkast.
I love Outkast.
I do too. I do too.
I-
Get Up and Get It.
That's before my time. That was like.
But
from the
you know
first
Get Up
album.
and Get It.
I like.
That's a great one. That's for
yeah.
me. I was sharing it with the African king. I call him my African king, my former business partner from Africa. I'm like, because he wasn't doing the work, and I was getting very, very frustrated with him. It was almost the beginning of the end. So I showed him the Outcast. I sat him in the car. I'm like, listen to Get Up and Get It. This should inspire you, not because it's another black. Because it's the song. Listen to the song. Nothing worked with him. He just wanted to go to the gym and train old women. I'm like, you want to have a baby right now. You just got married. You're going to have a baby and put a baby in a little 300 square foot apartment. By next year, you'll be living in a big house thanks to Pick a Topic. Don't you want to stay with me? You want to keep being a trainer?
You know why?
Because that's what he wanted to do.
He was stuck in his microcosm. Unfortunately, some people just don't grow.
Yeah.
Like
It
snails,
doesn't matter what I had to offer.
Snails have to get out of their shell, right?
Yeah.
They make a new shell. Some
Yeah.
people want to stay stuck in that shell. It's too scary to get out and be free and vulnerable.
It's hard
It is.
in a lot of ways.
It is.
But now that you mentioned that analogy, the analogy I think that's very similar to that is like, I've been with my wife for 24 years total. And now I see why gophers go in the hole and don't come out of the hole, similar to your analogy right now. So you know how when you go in the vagina, you just want to stay there even after you finish, you don't want to leave? Now I see why gophers, they just go in. It's not because they're scared to come out, because they feel so comfortable and so good. That was like your analogy. It was just almost the same.
Yeah, sure. I was wondering where you were going with that. Then you said, they just want to stay in the hole. It's so warm and cozy and tight.
On the table, comedy. Have you ever heard of anyone that does on the table, off the cuff shit better than me?
No.
Equal to me?
Maybe, but I don't watch too many podcasts.
Maybe. Give me a name. I wanna see who it is. I wanna go battle him. No one's gonna wanna battle me. No one's
I would
gonna wanna-
love that. We should start that.
No one's gonna, because if you're already well known, why are you gonna take yourself down
Exactly.
and mess yourself up and show someone who's better than you? You're not gonna wanna do that. You're not gonna go with someone who's not as established, and that person's gonna show you up. Why would you want to be shown up? Like Kevin Hart. First of all, I would go to short jokes. Second of all, he's not a person I like as a comic. So when you don't like a person, you're not gonna laugh. If you didn't like me, you wouldn't buy a product from me. If I was selling cars and you're on the market for a car, you came in, if I pissed you off or rubbed you the wrong way, you're not going to buy that car unless you're desperate to get a car that day and you had no choice, but still you won't. If you liked me, you can get that fucking car anywhere, but you'd get it from me because you like me. You want to get it from me.
Yes, sir.
It's just the same thing with jokes. Kevin Hart, I've never laughed at any of his jokes. I don't think they're funny at all.
I think he's situationally funny. He uses his size.
Compare him to Chris Rock. Chris Rock, I'm laughing.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
enjoying.
it's a different level. It's like
Better. He's better, Chris Rock.
well, yeah. It'd even be like Cat Williams. I think he's really funny.
Except his last special.
Some people fall off.
Did you like the last special?
I don't think I've seen it because his special before was.
The special before was, you can't compare them to the first few he had.
The Chronicles. Oh my!
I
gosh.
love him too. The last one, he was talking to an audience member, and he was like, whenever a comic, like even Dave Chappelle, funny, love him. When he did a little bit where he was really angry, he was really, really angry about something that had happened, and he did a little comedy special from his Ohio farm. Did you see that one?
I think so.
That was horrible, not
Dave
funny.
Chappelle?
Yeah, he was just going off.
Oh, I don't.
And
think
he
I've
was
seen that.
mad and yelling and he was really angry. No jokes. It was eerie. It was, oh no, take that off, delete that, don't show it to anyone. It happens to all comics. If you're angry, it's not going to be funny. So Dave Chappelle always, remember the little baby, crack baby from one of his shows?
Hey, baby.
all of it's good. The Cat Williams, the last one, and they have writers writing for them, and it still wasn't good.
I think that's the
all.
problem.
Writers writing for them?
You're funny.
Thank you.
Him writing for you isn't going to be as funny as you're funny.
They don't write, but they don't write themselves.
No, but
they
I mean,
do, but not all of it.
At some point, you were writing yourself. You were being funny.
They were.
Once you start adding, oh, this guy's a world-class comedic writer, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. You don't deliver like him. You don't have the punchline like him. So it's not going to come off the same.
Well, you know what they do. Let's say you're my writer and you write 50 jokes.
Uh-huh.
So most of the time, like when I tell, let's say every 100 jokes I create, I already know at least 90 out of 100 before I tell it to another human being. In my head, as I'm creating it, I already know it's going to be funny. Sometimes I know it's going to be extremely funny. Sometimes I don't know if it's going to be mediocre funny, or it's 90 out of 100 times at least, I know it's going to be funny, guaranteed. And then I tell it to people and they laugh. It's like, wow, I could put money on it. Very rarely, Dave Chappelle has that ability. Jerry Seinfeld is at maybe 95% that he creates, he already knows it's going to be funny. He's probably number one. Chris Rock, his special with Adam Sandler at the end, where they showed like the index cards on the table and all of them were crossed out. So I saw Chris Rock in one of his, the Improv, like a million years ago, before his first HBO special. I think I talked about it. I talked about it for sure. And he was reading off a list, and nobody was laughing at any joke. He told like 50, except for one joke. You know, I like to go to abortion clinics because I know those girls are fucking. It's the only one that people laughed at. And he used it at the HBO special. So that's just like Theo Von, all of them. They prepare jokes. Their writers write them or they write them. And they go off all these jokes. And the ones that don't work, they don't use. The ones that do, they put it as part of their routine. That's why On the Table is so hard. Jerry Seinfeld can do it because he's got a catalog of 5 million jokes. Very rare. George Carlin had it. George Burns back in the day had it. I have it. Very rare. But most comics, that's why Theo Von, his podcast, he's just like talking, regular, talking. Even the things that people say are funny are just a regular bit with no punchline. Not funny, in comparison to, let's say, one of my punchlines. So, yeah, none of them would battle me. None of them. I would destroy any of them. Destroy them.
That might have to be what you start doing as a side quest.
None of them would battle me. I would destroy them.
I mean,
destroy them. First of all, they have nothing off the cuff. They have their prepared material. So how are they going to battle me? Off what? Off some shit some BET writer wrote 30 years ago? Oh shit, that was off the cuff. But okay, your turn. What are they going to do off the cuff? Nothing. They got nothing. They're never going to go on. Never. Unless let's have our prepared material. Let's see whose prepared material is better. But off the cuff, on the table, nobody would battle me in the fucking world.
I
in
think
the
there's
fucking
some. I
world.
think there's some people that will battle you.
Oh, I'm so ready. I'm ready.
I would
I'm
love
ready.
to see that. I just, it's funny, you know. The good comedy isn't. It, everything's written. There's no off the cuff. So when you're sitting down, I think Jerry Seinfeld did it. He was in a car or something. Cars with friends, and they're just sitting, going back and forth.
Did you see how hard that a lot of that stuff was not funny?
That exactly what I'm getting at. But that's like the only off the cuff stuff you see. If you could have like the original Kings of Comedy style, but off the cuff, oh my goodness.
Oh, I just got chills. I just got chills.
I do that sometimes.
No, not because of you, but because of what you said, and I thought of them. Bernie Mac and what was D.H. Hewley.
Oh, D.L. Hughley, Bernie
Yeah.
Mac, Cedric
Yeah.
the Entertainer, and Steve Harvey.
Not so much Steve Harvey.
I'm not a fan of him either.
Yeah, but
he
Cedric
is-
the Entertainer, you know, he tells a bill collector, I don't got it, but I'll put something on it. Right? Oh, everyone loves them.
Have you ever done that?
Layaway?
No.
something on it?
I don't got it, but I could put something on it.
And I'm always lying because I always got it. I just don't want to give it. I'm Persian. Why would I want to give it to you? Can I put $1 down? No, that's not going to work.
What about two?
Yeah, it's just something, you know, a quarter.
That's funny. So you do it out of the fact that
Just
you
for the
don't
fuck
just
of it.
you just don't want to spend the money. People usually do it because they don't have the money to spend.
So if I don't like you, I'm not going to want to give you any money. So if I'm talking or I'm dealing with someone, I don't like them, I don't want to give them any money. Like the city of LA.
Uh-huh.
They don't fix the street lights, don't pave the roads. So I fucking hate them. So I don't want to give them any money at all. But I have to because they have a gun to my head. If not, they're going to take your house away. Sheriff's going to come lock it up. My kids live here. I got to pay them. So, literally a gun to my head. But yeah, if someone you hate, you don't want to buy shit from them. You're not going to laugh at their jokes. You're not going to want to give them any money. Someone that you love or like, you're going to want to buy shit from them. You're going to throw money at them. You know?
Yes, sir.
You're gonna give them extra because you love them. You want to give them. It's human nature. Pick a topic.
Pick a topic. I'm starting a clothing company. It's called Kill or Be Eaten.
I love it.
I want it to be kind of like a gym attire, something that you wear when you go into the gym, hide the muscles. Once you get a pump, you take it off. And people see, I didn't know that was hiding under there. I didn't know you were hiding 7% body fat.
You didn't give me my shirt.
It's right here.
Oh, that's the gift you got me. What size is it?
XL.
Yeah, baby.
And it's funny you said that XL fits you a little big
yeah, yeah.
because I wanted it to fit a little big.
Perfect. Then it's perfect. Perfect just like you are.
Thank you, sir. I feel like we're all perfect, though.
No, a lot of people are all messed up. They're not perfect. They're walking with a limp. And look.
So, boom.
I fucking love it. I love it. I can't wait to wear it.
There's like an imperfection in the back of this one, though.
It's only because you're too picky because you're the maker of it. I'm like that too. It's perfect.
Check
I
it
love it. I love the color. I just love it.
So that is a one of one. There will never be another one like that.
Oh, look, everybody. I cannot wait to wear it. So we have about 2 minutes. Oh, we got 7 minutes. Okay, we can talk. I love being able to talk. So where can people buy the shirt now?
I'm doing only in-person sales. I kind of want to be like it's the 90s, early 2000s. So I'm not doing any online sales or anything like that. You can contact me on Instagram, Kill or Be Eaten.
Kill or Be Eaten.
Yes.
That's on Instagram.
Yes,
so
sir.
IG.
Yes.
You impressed? I know IG.
Of course. You got young kids, though. You better know IG.
But they don't share anything with me. They don't tell me any of their shit. I had to find a Snapchat. I'm like, what the fuck is this Snapchat? You know, and they talk weird. They don't talk like, oh, I'm going to be there. It's all like a...
Acronyms.
Yeah, what the fuck?
OMG, FYPL.
Yeah, I can't figure it out. Is that because they know I might get to the phone and they don't want me to know? It's like encrypted, like code?
Yeah.
I hate that shit.
Some people talk in emojis only.
I see that.
It's so weird. I think I'm old now because I got a message, and it was IMS, RN, and 2 different emojis, and I was like, I don't know what the hell is going on right
Was
now.
the girl like 12 years old?
I don't even know. She's older than me.
And she was doing that?
You know that the social media it corrupts people's brains.
Was she a girl who wanted to get with you?
I don't know what she was. It was just in conversation. You know, after
Can I have your leftover? No, really.
No.
I don't even know what she looks like. But I'll take her.
No, I can't do that. Your wife's gonna see it and she's gonna hate me.
She knows I'm just talking. I'm just hot air coming out the mouth. She doesn't even have to shower after she was with you.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Can I watch?
Oh, no. What do you want to be like?
Good.
Diddy?
Good.
You're going to take me shopping? You're going to watch it. You see it on YouTube, right? He watches.
They're all in the bed together.
What
in
the
one
fuck?
That's not cool. That's
No,
weird.
it's not cool. First of all, if I had a beautiful girlfriend, like what's her name that he beat up at the hotel?
Cassie?
Yeah, Cassie.
Did he beat her up? She didn't
Oh,
testify.
No, but you know, at the hotel, you saw the video, right? He kicked her? What the fuck? You saw that, right?
What did they say back in the day?
Can I tell you, even if a woman stole my money, a woman I just met stole my money, a lot of money, I still would not hit her or kick her. I'd be like, fuck. I might file a fucking police report. It's LA, they won't do anything, but fuck that. Okay, go. I wouldn't even think of hitting or kicking her. It wouldn't enter my mind. How have I been to jail so many times? I'm not violent. Oh, I used to be. The jail took it out of me.
That's
After you see these police in the jails hitting inmates with the flashlights, the heavy-duty flashlights, and the inmates crying like babies, grown men, oh, yeah, you're like, oh, I don't do shit anymore.
you know.
I don't even jaywalk, even though it's legal. I still don't do it.
I've never had to deal with that, and I hope I never do. I've always, my whole life, I've always wanted.
You've never
to.
been to jail?
No, I got arrested for some dumb stuff as a kid, traffic stuff, but
no
never
jail.
never been to jail.
Thank God. That's actually very surprising, but I'm very thankful.
It's funny you say that, but
You know I'm joking.
no, in real life, you probably don't see, but I used to have
No.
gauged earrings, like really big gauges. I have tattoos.
You mean the ones that make you look like an Inca, Aztec
Yeah.
warrior?
I-
That's cool, though.
my color. I made sure that I did not fit stereotypes.
But people judge you anyway,
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
and that's wrong. People judge me.
You know, it's funny. I have a friend. He's Jewish. I've known him for years.
But you like me more, first of all.
Well,
Go ahead.
off topic. So I used to detail cars when I was younger. I've detailed his dad's car probably 10 to 15 times. I've actually detailed their boat as well. So one time he's like, "Oh, come with us out to the lake." The dad, he offered it. Sure. He's never seen me with my shirt off or in shorts. I'm always covered to the wrist and I'm working. So he'd never seen me. We get out on the boat and we're about to go jump into the water to go do water skiing or jet skiing or whatever. And I take my shirt off and I see his face and it goes, "Whoa." And then he said it out loud. He said, "I'm glad I know you before I seen the tattoos because I would have judged you."
It's an automatic thing. People always want to think they're better than you. And even if they've known you for a long time, even family members and friends, everyone judges. They judge me. They judge me and they think they're better than me, smarter than me. You know, they're not going to think they're funnier than me, but they're going to automatically, doesn't matter if I'm funny or not. Which I am funny, but it doesn't matter if they know I'm very funny. They still want to think they are better to make themselves feel better about themselves.
It's funny you said that because I was going to say most people use that as like a scapegoat to make themselves feel better. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm 5% body fat. Look at you.
Yeah.
Anybody who likes themselves, they're going to help you do better. They're not going to try to knock you down to make themselves feel better.
Well, you know, my wife says that I'm full of myself. Now I've lost all this weight. I'm talking about myself all the time. Every show I talk about my weight loss, and my journey. And why do you talk about yourself? You're not even picking a topic. I'm like, you let me worry about the content. I got the content. Don't worry. You're not picking a topic, and you're full of yourself. You're such an a-hole.
It's okay.
The devil, right? She's the devil. I love her, though.
A little bit of narcissism's a good thing.
I'm going to stay with her forever no matter what. But she really pisses me off.
She's
does.
supposed to. She loves you.
Can I tell you something really trippy?
Tell me.
So, if it wasn't for her taking me in when I was basically homeless and I didn't have a place to live, and she brought me in and she fed me, and then I'm like, wow, fridge full of food, let's get married and all that. And I'm like, oh, what? You got 2 houses? Wow. When can we set the date for the wedding? And like, at that point, we got together if it wasn't for that, if it wasn't for her, truthfully, getting with me, I wouldn't have my kids. I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have Pick a Topic. I wouldn't have these cameras. I wouldn't have the show. John wouldn't be here. He would have never met me. None of that. So all the laughter I'm bringing to the world, she's really responsible for bringing that. Because if I didn't meet her, there was probably a 99.99% chance I would have ended up in prison.
Are you being serious about that?
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
100% chance I would have been. Oh, 100% chance. If I didn't meet her and she didn't bring me here and basically give me the life I have, even though I've put in the work over the years and all that, it's not easy to be with a big girl. But that was one joke you didn't like.
You threw it in too fast. You threw it in too fast.
None of this would be happening. She's really so. In other words, once this grows and people in the world are laughing, everyone knows Tony Rockman, I feel obligated to stay with her forever.
But you should.
I'm going to.
You know why? She brought you up.
She did.
In my generation, you find somebody that brings you up, you keep her forever. There's no, I just seen a post on Instagram today. If you find a girl that's a sweetheart in this generation, you cherish her. And I wholeheartedly believe that, because most of these females only talk to you for what you got, what you can give them, what you could pay for, what bill you're going to take, who's going to do my hair, I want to go out on a date.
But that's okay too, because they're so cute.
Yeah, but
cute. You get to kiss them. Then
the second
so
the second you're not giving them what they want, it's on to the next guy or the next guy. They're gonna suck your bank account dry, and then on to the next one.
There's only one problem with what I'm saying about my wife. Yes, I'm gonna stay with her forever. Okay, no problem. We got some more time. But she saw a TV show years ago, and it's stuck in her head. So she has this idea that when we both are dead, we're going to have both of our coffins, or no, one coffin, and we're going to both be on top of each other. Like she'll be on top of me, or I'll be on top of her. We'll both be buried together. I know, I hate that.
That's cute.
No, I don't want that. First of all, she's too heavy. I don't want her to be on top of me. And second of all, I don't want to be on top of her, because in my will, it says that I'm going to be buried the same way I watch TV, with one hand in my jock. Because you do that, right? Sometimes you're just for warmth.
Like Al Bundy?
Oh, he did that too?
On what's that show, Married with Children? Yeah.
Well, that's the first time.
Keep it in.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But we're going to end on this one. You know, when I was 19, when I discovered masturbation. But until I was 19, I never masturbated. But it was a cold, cold winter day, and I was sitting in my room, and I had like 3 sweatpants on, 3 sweatpants and my underwear, and I had an itch, and I'll never forget it. I itched it, and I was like, oh shit, that was good. I didn't know what it was, because I never had anyone talk to me. I had no clue, and I was a dumb kid, and so, oh shit. So I tried to simulate that same feeling that day, the next day, and I'm like, oh shit. And then, like, back then, I just think of a woman, or think of, like, one of my mom's friends, or, I was 19. And then, boom, it happened. Then I learned how to prolong it, how to make it longer before, and I started doing it, like, 7 times a day. I got addicted to it. And I can tell you, like, now, I can't just do it off the top of my head. I have to have that visual. We got another minute or two? So, I don't know why I shared my first masturbation story with you. But let's pick a topic and finish off with the last topic you pick.
That's funny.
Thank you for the shirt, by the way.
That's funny you said that. So, the reason why it takes you all this and that is because you've desensitized yourself to it. It's the same thing like we said with eating steak and lobster every day.
You don't think it's because I was younger, and when you're younger, you come easier? You're like, oh, shit, you're younger. Now it takes more time. I got to get the lotion. It's got to be the right lotion. It's got to be a little like the Nivea. It's got to be heavy. It's got to simulate the vagina.
That's because you've had experience and you've desensitized yourself to it. If you were your age and a virgin, you could still,
right away.
But you've had better. You've had more.
Even with the shampoo, it gets sudsy, but then you got to wash it off because it gets all
inside, and then it burns.
Yeah, it burns. You got to wash it off right away. I think that's a good place to stop on the burning joke. Oh my God, this is so fun. Thank you for your shirt.
Thank you.
Kill or be eaten.
Yes, sir.
At IG,
Well, it'd be, yeah,
At.
kill or be eaten, no space, no underscore.
I hope you sell 10 million of them at least.
I hope I do too.
I hope I'm going to be wearing mine.
Hell yeah.
I can't wait.
Hell yeah.
Thank you for being on. It's an honor to know you and for you to be on.
Thank you, sir. It was an honor to be on.